You're kidding me. Here, I thought it was such a classy joint. Shows what I know about art. Let me tell you guys, I'd never have been doing business there if I'd known it was a front for drugs.
Must you bother me again? No, 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 that's not a name that means anything to me. Why should it?
Evidence in our investigation shows your fiancé has been a frequent visitor to that gallery, spending impressive amounts for a guy who professes no particular interest in art.
Plenty of people not into art invest in it. Michael is a very intelligent, creative individual, and you people have misjudged him entirely. Cocaine? No! No way! Listen, I've done my share, but Michael hates drugs. He doesn't use them and thinks they're a detriment to society. Could you please not mention this to my sister? She'll cause me no end of trouble with Daddy. Anyway, just because you find coke at a gallery where Michael buys art, how dare you make such a heartless accusation?
Murder is heartless, Miss Kennelly, and so are murder investigations. We'd be happy to clear your fiancé, because it would put us a step closer to the killer.
Murder? Killer? I can't believe I'm hearing words like that. And I can't believe my life has gone in such a crazy direction.
If you know something that would help us, Miss Kennelly, I know it would help you.
I just can't. I can't live a lie anymore. I'll tell you. I will tell you. But first you have to promise you won't tell my fiancé that I told you this. You have to promise you won't tell him, or my sister.
We'll do our best to protect your confidence. But the day will come when the evidence will tell the whole story.
Michael wasn't home at 7 that night the man was killed. I still don't think Michael could have done this, but he wasn't home. No, I don't. He was supposed to be here with me. I called him in his apartment but couldn't get him. Even his machine was off. Well, finally Michael sort of dragged in here around 9:30, saying he'd had a rough day. Almost crawled into bed. Never saw him do that before. Michael rarely goes to bed before 2 a.m. Then today, he wasn't at his apartment. I have a key. I went in and I found this thing, this crowbar just laying out. It really, I don't know, it freaked me out. I just thought, what would Michael be doing with a crowbar? Criminals use crowbars. So I took it. But I feel like I'm betraying him.
Did you take it from his apartment? Because you may have been tampering with evidence.
How do I win with you people? I open up and tell you what you want to know, and then you climb all over me, and maybe it's what I deserve, betraying Michael. Maybe you people are exactly what I deserve.
You're not betraying your fiancé. You may well be helping to clear him. If your instincts are right, the evidence will free him.
And it will! He didn't do this. I know he didn't. And if he did, I don't want to know about it.
What's a good word from unpredictable little Carrie?
The word is very good, for us, but not for her fiancé. She's no longer covering up for him. Michael lied to us when he said they were together. Plus, she handed over Michael's crowbar.
She tampered with evidence.
Not intentionally. Anyway, it may not hamper us. She'll describe how it came into her possession and then into ours.
Well, Ackerman says his prior drug involvement's been used to frame him here. He suspects everybody from Dubois and that landlord to our Vic.
So do I. So let's get back to work and find the truth. Looks like we found Michael's key to Mr. Melvoy's trailer.
I don't have anything for you right now.
crowbar matches the break-in at the PI's place. Let's take a look around Dubois' apartment for anything linking him directly to our Vic.
Do I stutter? I said I was with Carrie, my fiancée.
Carrie's phone records indicate several attempts to call you at the time you were supposedly together.
Must be some technical error. Hell, you say? Based on what?
A crowbar from this apartment was used to break into Gary Melvoy's office on wheels.
What, did that bitch Lucy break into my place again? Can't you guys see what that crazy, out of control... Look, you should be helping me to get a court order to keep her away from me, rather than harassing me yourselves.
Could these be the paintings Dubois paid a premium price for? I'm not an art critic, but, well... High-end shotgun mic and recording device. You could hear the flutter of a fly's wings from across the room with this. Memory card's the same brand as Mr. Melvoy's camera. Audio tape. Unmarked, which is either from an unfocused mind or someone didn't have the time to label it yet. That goes on the trace analysis computer.
Look, we're not fooling here. There's a pile of money at stake, not to mention our freedom.
No worries on either score, Mikey. Those paintings are perfect for our purposes. And anyway, this guy is bluffing. He doesn't know what's going on.
How can you be sure of that? Any way you slice it, he's gonna draw attention to us. He's a risky guy to have around. We need to do something, Mr. Klein.
Maybe, but nothing rash. Just stay cool. I'm on top of this. Nobody has to know a thing. And once you got your mitts on that casino, all our worries are behind us.
The details are vague, but it's specific enough to indicate Dubois and Klein are working together on something. Well done. Right at the warehouse. Looks like the one our body was stuffed into. Maybe this is headquarters for a drug op. We need to find this warehouse.
I've got nothing new to report on the Vic. He's on his way to interrogation now.
I can't think of anything pertinent that I haven't already shared.
You've got enough evidence. Sure, we'll get him in for a chat. The evidence says you broke into the RV. The crowbar, photographs, microphone, and even an audio tape, all found in your place. What are you trying to cover up?
And I should help you? Why?
Maybe to convince us you didn't kill the PI to shut him up after he tailed you and got the dirt on you.
I didn't off the son of a bitch. Hell, I didn't even know he was dead.
You just happened to break into his place, steal a bunch of self-incriminating stuff the night he dies.
Well, maybe you didn't murder Melvoy, but you knew the man was dead, and that breaking into his RV was a safe risk.
And why did I do that again? I forget. You supposedly have all this evidence. Maybe you can, interpret it and remind me.
The PI was onto your art gallery drug scheme, so he had to go.
I swear to you, I did not kill that clown. Look, he was blackmailing me, and blackmailing's a crime, right? I only busted into his place to throw a scare into the guy. Why would I want to do that to a dead guy?
The tape we found in your apartment made for some interesting listening. Sounds like those paintings were a front for a money laundering scheme.
Now you're off the rails again. No way.
Sounds like the PI found out about the overpriced paintings and probably knew about the warehouse of drugs. And you guys decide he needs paying off, all right? Just not in money.
You don't know what you were listening to. Gus Klein and me, we were talking about firing Nathan Ackerman, not killing somebody. Stupidity, mostly. I should never have gotten myself involved with that damned art gallery. Ackerman plays it smooth, but he's just a junkie in an expensive suit. I was on the up and up, investing in art. I've made a lot of successful investments in venture capital. Check up and see. Then that clown tells me since Ackerman's into drugs, he'll say I was too, if I don't pay him.
And he didn't threaten to come to us, right? He said he'd go to his client, your fiancé's bitter sister. I see. Things are going good with Carrie now, and he was threatening to screw that up.
Now you're putting the pieces together. I just had a brush with you people, so imagine why I didn't want this to make me look dirty. So I paid the bastard off. Then I got pissed off and decided that would be the first and last payment. So I trashed his place, sending him a message that Michael Dubois was not to be screwed with. I was just picking up some artwork. It was more convenient than going to the gallery. You want the address? Fine. 2974 Westfall Avenue. Knock yourself out. Find some other citizen to harass, why don't you? I don't have anything else for you.
He's on his way to interrogation now.
I can't think of anything pertinent that I haven't already shared.
I asked you not to tell me. How many times can you people ruin the same day? I've told you everything I know.
Because the photo shows the crate outside the warehouse, this warrant allows us only to search the exterior for any evidence of the PI being there recently.
What brings the crime lab around? A crime in this quiet neighborhood? That's a surprise. Yeah, it's one of a dozen buildings I own in this town, and several of my businesses use it for storage. Why is that of interest to the LVPD?
I noticed the building is unmarked. Difficult to find.
It's a private warehouse for my company, not available to the general public for storage. What's unusual about that? Can't say I ever did. Like I said, it's a quiet neighborhood, and we're kinda out of the way. I'd probably know if somebody who didn't belong was hanging around. Among other things, we do specialized computer software for high-end clients. But you'll understand, I can't say any more than that. We have a strict non-disclosure policy.
The photographs show you and Dubois here, together, as well as a crate that resembles the wooden coffin the victim was stuffed into.
Well, crates are kind of interchangeable, right? And come to think of it, Dubois was here last night, picking up some artwork. More convenient for him than going across town to the gallery. Listen, I've tried to be a good guy about this, but you're starting to be a nuisance. Go on, get it over with.
As a rule, I don't guess, but this looks very much like a bone fragment. Luminol is highly sensitive, detecting 1 part blood in 5 million parts, but it can also react to bleach and certain metals. In this case, the varied coloration of the reaction suggests a combination of blood and bleach. Also, note where the pattern originates from. Can't confirm that it's blood. The sample is too diluted with water and bleach. Not enough here to amplify for adequate DNA verification either. The DNA analyzer will tell you what you need. Nice work. The DNA extracted from the bone marrow matches our victim. This fragment probably came from his skull when he was shot. The pattern of the blood to the drain suggests it was washed from inside the warehouse, which would make it the original crime scene.
Let's find out what they got going on inside that warehouse. Your search warrant is based on probable cause and allows you to search for anything that directly connects to the PI's murder.
Software development. With all these hardwood crates, More artwork, you think?
Could be the art of selling substance abuse. Whatever the case, somebody clearly didn't like having a greedy PI know about it.
At least they've got a clock that wouldn't get annoying after a while.